Oh, I like that.
Good Monday evening, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of Betting Outside the Box. I am Raphael Esparza. The guy next to me is Detroit Lenny, or should I say nail-biting Detroit Lenny pretty soon because he's got a big game this evening. We'll talk about that game between the Lions and the Ravens coming shortly, but thank you for watching the show. It's a great episode. It's a great Monday show because we have Weekend Rewind, what impressed us over the weekend. In the pigskin, we have Monday Night Football. Kind of sad we only have one Monday Night Football game. Last week we had two.
I kind of like the
football games.
doubleheader Monday night game. That's a side note, but I kind of like that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm a little bit sad that it's on this. So we'll break down that, and then boy, we had some bad beats over the weekend. We're going to talk about some bad beats that we saw over the weekend. We'll talk a little bad beats in about 20 minutes. So it should be a fun show. Don't forget to put your comments in the chats. We'll bring you up. We'll talk to answer any of your questions. We'll love chatting with you guys in the chat. Hustler Courage, Lions plus 7.5. I like it. Some guy over here next to me. It will be okay. Detroit Lenny, welcome to the show. Answer Hustler Courage is question.
I mean, your comment to the football god's ears. You know what I mean? Sure. I got on. I full disclosure. I have the Lions plus 6. That's what I have, but I bet that a while ago, like early. So I don't know actually what the live line is. You probably know that more than I do. But
4.5 right now. The total is 54.
I also have them in a teaser. That's the third leg of my teaser. I had Arizona, Kansas City, Arizona up, Kansas City down, and then I have Detroit up over 10.5. I don't think the Lions get blown out. I don't. I know that probably sounds like a homer pick. It probably is. Whatever. I'm just saying. That's why you get to be a fan. I'm a fan tonight. So tonight, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Hustlers.
This was a little bit hard for me. I don't have any game action on the side or total on this one because it's a toss-up. I mean, it can go either way. I think the total could be very interesting. I thought one of the games last Monday night was going to go over, and both games went under the total. Week 1 in the NFL, we had a nice shootout, but it would not shock me if both teams hit the 30 mark tonight. So I'm going to maybe live bet this, or I have a couple player props, but nothing really outstanding on this game. Nothing to me that I'm going to be nervous with you watching the game. But it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good game between the Lions and the Ravens. It's going to be very interesting to see the Lions. If both teams can stop each other's run, we got King Henry, and then we have a two-headed monster on your side. I think that's going to be the most interesting pack. Can one of these two teams stop the run? So that's going to be a fun game to watch. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. It was long. I had to go to, I didn't have to go, but we chose to go, California for my son's football game thing in Southern California. So got to head down to the beach. You know, it's always good to put your feet in the sand and in the ocean and, you know, kind of.
We should have shown a picture
of yourself.
We should have showed a picture of your car that you sent me for 2. How many days did you go to California? A week? 10 days?
We left Friday night. We left Friday night at 5:00. We were back home Sunday at 6:00. So 49 hours we were gone.
And your car looked like you needed to have a Tetris a degree to pack your car because it looked like you were going for like 7 to 10 days to like Egypt or overseas.
You'd have thought that there was 7 people in that car worth of stuff. There was me, my wife, and my 13-year-old son. So I don't understand. I don't, you know, me, I had a little duffel bag in my laptop bag, like, you know, because I had to work. But that was it. You know, it wasn't like a lot, but my wife is prepared for every situation while we travel, I guess.
I thought maybe you guys were like Walking Dead or something, and again, like a zombie apocalypse. So it was
you know, we do have a rack that goes on my top of my truck too when there's more of us that travel because, you know, she can't just pack like an overnight bag. That's That's like not a thing that works in her head. I love her, God bless her, but it is not a thing that works in my wife's head.
But
Yeah,
that was interesting. I should have made a prop over under bags in the backseat of the car for that one. So that would have been very interesting. But
mess.
that was your weekend. I was pretty good. Watched a whole bunch of football, but most of the stuff that I really enjoyed over the weekend, I want to discuss in the weekend recap.
Okay, let's get after it then.
You know what time it is? It's weekend recap time.
Weekend recap was pretty interesting, and my neck of the woods. We saw some really good college football games. We saw some nail biters yesterday in the NFL. Who would have thought the NFL would pretty much key on every game was about special teams? We
When did
saw
that
punt
start?
blocks.
When has that been a trend?
We saw punt blocks that cover spreads. We saw 50-plus yard field goals to win games. We saw punt returns. We saw kickoff returns. It was crazy when it comes to, I would hate to be a special teams coach. For instance, the Saints. The Saints special teams were awful yesterday. I saw
Wow.
38-3, and I thought that was the final score. It was only like halftime.
But like, we're not surprised by the Saints special teams being
That
bad.
score, I was surprised. I was that's lopsided
Offensive
first
defense
half.
isn't any good either. So why would
I agree. I agree, but I think the biggest thing that I shouldn't say bothered me, shocked me the most on this weekend was the matchup we talked about in the Big Ten, Indiana,
Yeah.
Illinois. Holy cow! How does Illinois get outrushed 302-2 on the ground? Indiana made them like, hey, you thought you were with us? You're in here. Not hold our beer, hold our case
Yeah,
of
right.
beer. It
Yeah.
was a complete beatdown. I thought maybe having Illinois. I think that was one of our plays. Total big loser on that one. Not even close. So I
Not even.
apologize for that, but I am blown away. I'm now a believer in Indiana. I wasn't that big of a believer because they did lose a lot of people from
Mhm.
last year's team. I thought, okay, maybe people are gonna realize this Indiana team's good. They're gonna study what happened last year and catch
Right.
up with them. But wow, what they did to Illinois was what did they outscored them to 28-0 in the second. What did Illinois talk about in the halftime?
Yeah. What adjustments? Whatever adjust. I mean, they had 10 at half. So I mean, you should adjust better to that. Instead, you regressed at halftime. How do we do that? My that Michigan Nebraska game just sucked for me. Just in every which way, shape, or form. And the fact that Michigan came out on the other side of a 3-point win in Nebraska, and now every Michigan fan I know thinks that they're gonna win. Oh, gonna win it all. And that was hard. I had Nebraska plus 2.5.
We both said I told you I was gonna play Nebraska. And
Yeah.
when are we gonna learn? It is
Yeah.
not 1990.
No.
Nebraska does not play football in the year 2000s. I'm tired of saying this is
Yeah.
their year. Oh, Matt Rule this is his team. He always plays. I'm tired. No,
Right.
Nebraska, you suck. That's what I'm gonna say, Nebraska, because I was with you. I'm totally blown away on how good. And there's a great example. Michigan's second half adjustments was the key of their success in winning that game. They
Yeah.
made adjustments, not
I,
Illinois, but
none.
Michigan did.
None. Yeah. Right. Hey, can we give my Spartans a little shout out because they did not win in USC, and I was the hotel I was at by the time like he had a Saturday night game, and that game started at 8 o'clock Pacific time, so I was in Pacific time, So I tried to catch it like in the hotel like bar kind of area, like lounge thing, and then they kept playing the Dodger game, and I was like, everybody wanted to watch the Dodger game, and I'm like, listen, I like the Dodger. I watch the Dodger game too. I'm a sucker for baseball, but there's a bigger football game on, so I just overran the TV in the hotel room. And just that's what me, the wife, and the kid watched was USC Michigan State. I knew they wouldn't get blown out. They're just
What
not.
What did
They're
I
good.
ask you on Friday? What did I ask you on Friday? I just want points. Because
Yeah.
that was one of the plays I released on Thursday. Was
Mhm.
the over in that game. I just wanted points, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Michigan State played really well in the second half. I think
Well,
they scored 20 some odd points in the second half.
21.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
21. I
I thought
really
they
think
played
that
really well in the second. That's a tough place to go. It's 11 o'clock time zone for them.
100%.
Yeah, I think it's a big learning experience for them, and
I
more than
think
anything. Yes, you lost, I get that, but this could be educational down the road when they're playing some tough teams on the road.
nobody gave them a shot there
Nope,
in this
I
game,
didn't.
right?
Sorry.
Yeah, and I thought they fought in that game, and to be fair, at some points they looked like they were maybe in that game. You know, a little bit more. The score, 14-point difference, does not really show you the competitiveness of that game, and I really do think that game shows you the level that we're on. Michigan State is not on USC's level. And they played a tough game. If that game is played in Michigan State at noon, I think we're probably lose that game within a touchdown.
I wouldn't have played the over. I would not have played the over
Right? You wouldn't have played the
if
over.
that game's at Michigan State in the afternoon. I wouldn't have been touched the over, and I think the over
Fair.
would probably be like 7 point difference than what we saw at this game. So you're correct on that.
I like that. Hustler Kurtz also says, "Man, I'm with you. Don't think it's going to be a blowout. The line 4.5 with 7.5. Yeah, I think it's good value. But if I tell somebody, you know, I got somebody on the YouTube world that just loves me and just thinks just because I'm on a video with a Detroit Tiger hat on, who is actively, epically, like Disney movie epically failing and falling apart before our eyes in the Major League Baseball division, or in baseball, the standings. But my point is, I don't want to tell nobody to bet the Lions because that's just a homer play for me. I'm just telling you right now, it totally is. And Travis says, thoughts on your bottom 5 teams are now Cincy and Dallas creep in. Cincy until Joe Burrow comes back, if he comes back.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they're out of it when he can come back, I don't think he comes back. I think what's the point of him coming back if they're not going to the playoffs? And if Dallas can't improve their secondary, they can maybe win some games, but that secondary is trash.
It's
I would
so
not
bad.
I would not be shocked if they're floating around it. But again, you have the Giants in that division, and as long as they keep on throwing out Russell Wilson as your
When
quarterback,
does that stop?
yeah,
That's a whole nother segment,
that
folks.
yeah,
That's a whole nother
that's another
segment.
that's
But
another
when
question,
does that
Travis.
experiment stop? Last night, I thought when he threw it, when it was 4th down, because I got home just in time to watch the second half. When he threw that ball 4th down, and they were going for it on 4th down inside the 20, he threw it away out the back of the end zone. And I'm like, dude, you do know it's 4th down.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, like, why would you do that? Like, I mean,
Throw a pick, do
throw a
something.
pick. Throw a pick. It's not like your first. It won't be your first. Won't be your last. Like, run. Do something. Give a guy a chance. He threw it through the goalpost. I was like, ooh. Yeah, and everybody was booing him. I thought that's when they were going to make the switch. And nope.
Evan says Ravens win 30-24. That means he has the. That means he has either the over at 53 or 53.
Yeah, I was going to say that's real tight on that total. And you know what? That's not a bad. That if you're the book here, that probably makes out for you, right? I mean, where do you think the public's at?
Both sides. I mean,
Right.
if you thought everyone kept on asking me, is it going to go up to 5, 5.5, and all that? I think it would have already. I think more Lions money is coming in than people think. That's why we haven't seen a lot of 5s or even a 5.5 pop out, just because I think they're getting significant amount of Lions money. And that also tells me maybe they're getting Lions money line money as well, even though Lamar Jackson loves Monday Night Football. He has great numbers on Monday Night Football, especially with his legs. So it's going to be very interesting. But I'm hoping for a lot of points. I think in one of the shows I did today, I said that the final was going to be 38-30, and they asked me who wins. I'm like, I don't know. I won because it was a great game. 68 points were scored.
Yeah, right. I'll be honest with you. You're going to tell me both teams don't score 30? I wouldn't be surprised. I think this could be the highest scoring game of the year.
Yeah.
This is nuts. But that says a lot about my Lions defense, because I don't think there's going to be a lot. I think both secondaries could be exposed. I think I think Lamar traditionally eats up the NFC North. And then you factor in his Monday night record and stats. And then you factor in the fact that he's comparable to Michael Vick with his legs. I mean, you do the math. I got some Lamar Jackson props going tonight.
It's gonna be very. Since Evan brought up Monday Night Football, let's continue to talk Monday Night Football on topic 2.
Let's get after it. So we don't have an NFL graphic.
And let's get after it right now then.
Yeah, let's
welcome
do
to live TV. Evan, welcome to live TV. Travis.
Evan, thanks for coming in during thanks for bringing up Monday Night Football. We didn't plan on talking about that. We actually did, but somebody didn't do the graphic. I don't know who that guy is.
Evan, Russ reminds me of Aaron Brooks. Wow, Aaron Brooks.
Ouch.
For the same. Wow. Aaron
That's harsh. You've lost Evan. Russell Wilson has cost you money. That's personal between you and Russell.
That might be the funniest thing I've heard all day, and I was on a lot of shows today. That's pretty good. Evan gets a Raphael clap on that.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I think we have. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
There's applause somewhere.
We had a clap button last week.
Dude, yeah.
There we go. There's Evan's clap.
There you go, Evan. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. It's my first day.
So I agree. I have some Lamar Jackson rushing prop bets out there. I just thought the numbers were a little bit low on it. I have some completion bets for your boy out there. If Ravens score quickly, then I think both quarterbacks have passing completions go over, their yards go over. Because you figure if you're the Lions, you're going to have to go toe-to-toe if Ravens score. Now, if the Lions, let's say, stop them first and they start running the ball through a two-headed monster, then I can see a low-scoring game. Because you figure if you're Detroit, establish the run and keep Lamar Jackson off home field tonight, and you control the clock. So I think that's the way I can see both things going. I like Jamar Gibbs. I think his rushing and his receiving yards and rushing yards. I like that prop pick. I think his screen game is going to be really, really big for him. He had a bad game his last game, but I think he bounces back, especially on the receiving side today.
So the thing about him is he's under his speed. Everybody talks about his speed. They don't talk about his hands very much, and I think he gets underrated out of the screen game or just passing routes in general as from a running back standpoint. But I got props like a laundry list, of different ones. I'll be honest with you. This is a capper perspective. Underrated. Isaac Tesla, rookie. He's played in 2 NFL games. He's had 2 catches, and both of them were over 20 yards. Both of them were one-handed. He is the 5th, 6th option in a very high potent offense. But you can sprinkle on him anytime touchdown, maybe a little $5 play, $20 play here and there. Just mess around with a sprinkle.
I would do $5. I wouldn't do $20. I would sprinkle
plus
only
$5.75. $20 wins you like $100.
I'm gonna throw give some love to a kicker, Tyler Loop for the Baltimore Ravens. I like his over 1.5 field goals made. Both 2 games they played, he's hit 2. Again, high scoring game. I don't think both coaches are going to get points on the board. We're not going to see 4th down. I think even your guy is going to want to get points on the board in the road in Baltimore. He's not going to go for 4th and 4 if there's a field goal to be made for 3 points. I think kicks it, but I like Tyler Loop over 1.5 field goals. I think the juice is -110 last time I checked. I think he gets some points.
I don't hate Jake Bates either, kicker for the Lions, over kicking points, or I think it's over 1.5 field goals, because I do think Dan's going to take the points. I think he knows that this is a test, and at the end of the day, you just got to get the W. I do think he's going to get a little creative with some stuff, which scares the ever-loving hell out of me. But in Dan Campbell, I trust. He changes this organization completely around. So, if he goes for it, he goes for it. God, don't do it all the time. Take the points. I think he might get out. I think Dan Campbell, I look for the Lions to get crazy early, and then they settle down. I think if they get weird with some trickeration, it's early. It's the first half, not the second half. I don't know.
I think Evan in chat's a Steeler fan because he's thinking. I agree with Evan. He said Steelers defense played better this week. The offense was really, really stagnant.
Yeah.
And they're only putting up 21 points. Granted, they held New England to 14. But can you imagine Pittsburgh if they're sitting at home watching this game and the Lions upsets? Now the Ravens have losses to Buffalo, and they have a home loss to Detroit. I mean, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers would be thrilled
Right.
for that outcome. So that would be kind of interesting to see on that one. But we'll see what happens tonight. Like I said, I think we're going to see a lot of points scored. I don't have any action on the over as of right now. I missed a good number at 53. I guess
think
that's
we
pretty much 54 on
I
the
feel like I
boards.
missed that number. Like I have stuff in teaser type situation, but I don't like it. Everybody's on the over.
I know.
I
like the over.
can't make a case for the under.
I said you know what? I do like the first quarter under 10.5. Even though it's a little juicy, I think last time I saw it was like minus 135 around there. Sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
But 10.5, I could see a 7-3 first half or something like that. I mean,
absolutely.
I would make sure you get that half a point because I did see, I think Hard Rock or ESPN Bet had 10. I wouldn't take 10. I would make sure you take 10.5.
And you can fact check me if you want, guys, but I just off the top of my head, I can tell you the Lions are statistically start slow. So they will go for it. They might bang or bust kind of situation, but they will go for it, do some weird stuff. They might not get points in the first quarter. So I like that. That plays into your first quarter under. I don't hate that, but it's Lions first quarter, first half, third quarter, fourth quarter, fifth quarter, all quarters, all the time.
I can't. I want to come to your house.
I
want to come to your house and watch a Lions game with you.
No, you don't. I'm just gonna pace. I just pace. We have this old circle chair kind of thing. My wife just won't throw out in our garage. It just made it to the garage. And now it's in my problem. And I just kind of pace in our garage. You got like a 2.5 car garage. This chair is like right in the middle. TV in the garage. I just pace. It's like bootleg NASCAR. I just go around in circles. You should set a line for over-under steps. I have this game.
You should take a picture of your watch before the game starts, your steps, and take a picture of your watch afterwards and see how many steps you do.
Okay.
Just to see. That could be.
Yeah, now
that could be something.
Yeah, we can have some kind of substance for next week's steps. True. Because Cleveland's going to be a tough game.
Don't forget to watch us on Friday for another episode of Betting Outside the Box. A great show coming out on Friday. We might squeeze in some baseball because we have the playoffs just around the corner. And who the heck wants to win the NL West? We get the Dodgers and Padres. Dodgers are only 3 games up from the Padres. So we'll squeeze in some baseball maybe on Friday show. So that should be an interesting show. Don't forget to check us out at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's talk about some bad beats that we saw yesterday. Let's talk about the most obvious one. The most obvious one. If you're a Rams bettor right now, how do you feel right now?
Like death.
Holy cow.
I mean, just death. That was just bad. I mean, this is why I do teasers. But yeah, that game, oh my God. There's so many. So what do we attribute this to? Are special teams just better? Or is this just a one-off? Or because there were so many block kicks and just that affected what side of the winning table you were on, if you were at the window catching or not. So, I mean, other than that, what do you like? I mean, what was your bad beat?
I said this stat with you on Friday's show about Jalen Hurts being 15-2 against the spread, 7 points or less at home.
Yeah.
That shouldn't count.
You killed them.
16-2 should have a question mark or an asterisk right there because I'm sorry. I don't care how bad you handicapped it. Oh, I cashed the Eagles. I cashed on the Eagles, but I shouldn't have. And let's just base it on a block punt run back by a fat guy running into the end zone. Not
fat
a
guys
running
win
back.
Super Bowls.
I know that. I'm just saying, but that's something really weird. Tampa Bay, what a comeback by Baker Mayfield again.
Like Captain Comeback for real. I know we joke about him being the Brett Favre, like a B-rated poor man's Brett Favre, but Baker's legit. Like, I mean, I don't know in a 2-minute scenario You got to go down there and get points. Patrick Mahomes, obvious choice. That's who you want. Baker Mayfield's right there. I mean, that guy he's just a gamer.
Yeah, I mean, to put up those numbers, what was a minute 14 or whatever, something
Yeah.
like that was just crazy. And another one, I mean, Arizona, San Francisco. I had the 49ers. I had the world's worst number. I bet at 2.5.
Yeah.
And then they win by 1. Kyler Murray sucks. Is he playing video games again or something? Is Grand Theft Auto
They
is
did
there a new one
probably
out?
drop a new Call of Duty trailer.
Yeah,
You know,
is that it? I mean, I hated
That's
that loss. That was a tough loss, but I mean, the Eagle fans, we have to hear that, and they did do the tush push. But someone said that. I mean, someone asked me, are they going to ban it this year? Right now, it's -$6 on the no this year. I do believe they ban it next year, but I don't think they ban it. Yeah, I think they ban it next year. They don't ban it this year, but I do think they ban it next year. I just think offensive linemen are offsides pretty much every time. You can call it almost every time that they're offsides, and they don't.
That's fair. I mean, for me, I'm going to call this a bad beat, even though I don't know if it really was, or maybe just a bad look. But where'd the Carolina Panthers come from?
Wow.
I mean, just belt to you know what. I mean, Michael Penix did not look good. Did not look good. Atlanta Falcons looked like they were out all weekend in Carolina partying, and then they just showed up to the game. They forgot they had a game. 30-0.
Roberto Vega wants money lines for tonight. I guess he's asking for. I mean, if you kind of look at Buffalo, I mean, with a spread that's 4.5, 5, you're getting really good value on +245. You got a FanDuel circa has -235 because a 4.5, 5 money line should be a solid 250, depending on who it is, and what kind of betting action you're getting on the home team. That right there tells me, oh, and BetMGM has 235 as well. That tells me there that they're getting a lot of Detroit Lions plus points and money line. So I'm not saying go grab the Buffalo money line or Baltimore money line. I'm not saying that, but that should tell you what the betting public is doing, not go bet that. So I look at that instance, and then Evan says over 50 was the original number. The posting number I saw, Evan, was 50.5 by DraftKings Pinnacle and Bet Online. I think they all posted 50.5. So if you could tell me who had 50, I could put that on my list. I like to kind of keep track of that. So, Evan, if you could tell me who had 50, I would really, really appreciate it. So, it should be a very, very interesting game. But you know what we have to do? We have to do a redemption for this doctor's order.
What
it
is
was
going on?
ugly. I picked Illinois.
Carson Wentz.
I'm going to say it. I picked Illinois. Oof. Illinois' team total over. That was all on this guy. So, we're doing a bounce back, and we're going to cash tonight on doctor's orders. Doctor's orders. I squeezed it in a little bit and told you guys I like Jahmyr Gibbs over 23.5 receiving yards, laying the 3 nickels. I think the screen game is going to be huge for the Lions. It's part of their rushing attack. I mean, a little screen dump
one
passes.
And the same. It's like a hybrid.
And I just think they're going to need to keep King Henry and Lamar Jackson off their home field. So they're going to do everything to try to establish the run. Montgomery, Gibbs, I think both of them have Montgomery on the ground, Gibbs on the ground and through the air. 23.5 with a low. Screen pass with his 3 can easily hit 23.5 of 2 screenplays. So I like the over 23.5. And I think he's hit the 6 out of his last 7 games, if I'm not mistaken.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I mean, you knew when you sent me this that I wasn't going to go, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. You knew that. Played right into, you pulled my heartstrings. You know how I feel about this? Well, I will say this. I hate that he changed his number. Last year, rookie season, he was 26, and he changed to 0, and I hate the 0 number. I don't know. I feel, what do you call it? Kind of, I don't know. Superstitious. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't want him to change his number. I didn't like it. He wanted number 1, but Jameson Williams won't give it to him. He joked about it on a podcast, so I love that, though. Jahmyr Gibbs has a night tonight.
I agree as well. So it should be a fun fun game. We said it's going to be exciting, a lot of points scored, so I can see probably. I think I text you 9-0 final for
Could
the
you
Monday.
imagine people will lose their ever loving mind?
That'd be hilarious. What would you text me? Okay, it ends 9-0. What do you text me? Because I called you. We have proof. When I
At that
texted
point,
you.
if I'm assuming the Lions have nothing in this scenario. My phone is absolutely off at halftime, just off. No Twitter. I gotta stay off Twitter. I gotta stay off social media in general. I can't answer the phone because my friends hate me. They will call me to let me know that Baltimore scores, or every scoring play, or every first down. They will text me and be like, "Hey, Ravens!" Like I'm not watching the game. I don't need updates, people. I don't need updates. Yeah, and so
What if I have an emergency and I need to call you on after halftime?
you can call me at halftime. It's fine. But that's it.
Thank you.
Third quarter, I'm out. Stop Gio.
After I call you, you can tell me what the people at the game over at Doc Sports right now.
I like that. You can get a free $60 account. There's a link in the description of the video. Free $60 account to anybody and everybody, or I should say new customers. I don't know why I said that. New customers, free $60 account. DocSports.com/free60. There's a link in the description. Click that video or click that link. It'll take you right to there. You sign up, you get a free $60 account. You can use that on Raphael's premium plays or any other handicapper you like. Package, weekday, 1 week or 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, season. You do you, Pikachu. Free $60 account for new customers.
Yeah, so don't get the grab. That's a great value. We have some great baseball this weekend, CFL, football. This should be a fun week of winning. But thank you, everyone, for watching another episode of Betting Outside the Box. I am Raphael Esparza. That is Detroit Lenny. I also want to thank Roberto, Evan, Stop Gio. Who else did I miss that was in the chat?
Hustlers,
Hustler,
Kurt,
yes.
Travis.
Yeah, so thank you for all watching. Don't forget to come back on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode. Have a great evening. Enjoy the game. And please don't bet what you don't have.
Go Lions.